It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hold on. Tony.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. They'll get this to about the 38.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Stroud to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Nike Texas.
Stroud. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. That's the former Charger great Junior Seau. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Lott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Play action. It's Lott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he stopped immediately there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 8. And Stroud now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. And it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
10 yards on the
We're scoreless after 1.
At the 42-yard line.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're back in the he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Locke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack there by J.J. Watt. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Harold Carmichael, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. Not only in the... Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Locke. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Stroud looking to throw. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Play action. Here's Stroud. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Locke. Again has it complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Love. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A slant route caught by Bateman. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now a second and 10. Throwing again is Locke. He's got the hook up again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
27 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. First down and goal to go.
Back to throw, Love. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return this time will go out.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver, and Empower Field at Mile High. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Texans first down.
The 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Alex Anzalone in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. All the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal.
All right.
Now Stroud. He's got his big tight end, Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Houston. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Cam Little the kickoff.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
13 yards.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Take the handoff, and now it's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. He goes right back to Sutton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. He'll manage only a couple. Devin White had time on the stop.
The tackle made at the 24-yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And That's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. Here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs, but with the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Texans who have the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Third down and 3.
Let's go.
They send Sutton in motion. Allen on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
First down.
Got it. Ready?
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Again, it's Allen to the air. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 line.
This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Their own 29-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here we go. Now, Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sacked. A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Broncos are going to have it just past their 25.
Stroud's pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
2nd down and 3. A run with Dobbins. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
Let's go
line.
now. 60 Bison, 60, check out.
Now it's Dobbins, and his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Josh Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third
It's a
down.
gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Broncos. On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Texans 7. Chris Boswell.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Take over first and
Well,
10.
with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Cam Little to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports.
Ready up.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 17 yards.
A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. Rolling right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Back at his 48-yard line.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 20.
Okay, break.
From the gun. Throw here for Allen. He fires downfield for Pitts. That is caught. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Denver. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
First down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That one intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today. And that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that one.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Here we go.
On play action, Stroud. I had defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Texans, first down.
Stroud. incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the Hall of Famer, Darrelle Revis.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So, first and 10 now from the 30. They put Wilson in motion. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Back at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up third down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Now Allen. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And is downfield to the tight end pitch. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Throw once more. Here's Allen. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Second and 3 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Here's Dobbins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
Now a run on first down. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. From the gun, Josh Allen. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really...
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Devin White.
They'll take over first and 10.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Great team. That's it. Look to high. Look to high.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Open man downfield. It is Hopkins. And an important gain there as they move out past the 20-yard line.
It's a game.
They'll come up for first and 10.
First down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now, whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. We're going to stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. Here we go. 1 final play. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end.